Good afternoon, and thank you once again for tuning in to this week's installment of Mental Health Moment with Dr. Matt. As always, I hope this message finds you well, and in this case, having had an enjoyable Thanksgiving holiday, you and yours, hope that you had a positive experience, did something safe and meaningful, as I had discussed before. And I know one of the focuses with the holidays has been that of extending gratitude, especially with Thanksgiving, extending gratitude to that which brings meaning and fulfillment in your life, extending gratitude toward that of which keeps you alive, extending gratitude toward those who led to us ultimately being here and respecting the native land upon which the United States of America had been built upon. But another thing that we really do have to consider here as well is that many people, especially during the holidays and those who recently lost loved ones, are struggling with grief, may currently be in mourning, and really can use the support that they find the most meaningful here throughout this time. Because one of the things that we consider with the holidays is they are especially reflective. Considering a lot of the greatest memories throughout our lives are made during this time, with specific people, specific family members, if you will, and not having them here during the holiday, whether that's something that occurred a decade ago or perhaps this is their very first holiday without that individual, this can be challenging. And I'm asked time and time again by individuals, what is the timeline for grieving? And I have to say point blank that there is no timeline for grieving. You don't just get over a loved one. While time may heal a broken heart in various ways, it's an active type of process. We don't just become callous because time has passed. For healthy grieving and working through is going to be an intentional type of process. Whatever it is that you're feeling, it's not so much a feeling in and of itself that's problematic, but what you choose to do or not do with it. And one of the things that we do want to consider when we are thinking about loved ones who've passed is what are the ways we can carry forward their legacy. I see so many individuals, especially in the very beginning of the grieving stages, who are struggling, they're starting to do things that are detrimental to their well-being. They're using avoidant coping skills, maybe drinking, engaging in other high-risk behaviors. And what I say to that individual is, consider here truly, if you were the one who had passed, would you want your loved one who passed to go through a similar type of thing that you're doing, or would you wish the best for this person? Always the answer is wishing the best for that person. So my challenge is, how can you carry forward that individual's legacy? And especially around the holidays, consider, saying, if you're somebody or a family who believes in prayer, saying a prayer for that individual, perhaps looking through old family photos or watching videos, including that individual in some meaningful way, even if that's going to a grave site or reflecting by listening to music, engaging in some type of activity. How can you carry that individual's legacy forward is really the best way to be able to work through grieving, but there is no timeline, and whatever you're feeling is appropriate. One of the things for those of you interested in counseling is we do follow acceptance and commitment therapy here, which is stating that we accept that what has happened cannot be changed, as difficult as it is, and I'm going to commit myself to move forward, to work through and move forward as best as possible. Fight the good fight every day, realize that there will be ups and downs, and that whatever you're feeling is appropriate as long as you make the right decisions to be able to work through. So with that being said, please know that my heart goes out to all of you who are struggling with grieving during this time. I'm always here for support, and I do wish you and yours all the best.